Hello, I'm Pamela Field. It's been a very long time since I posted any videos on YouTube, so I'm very happy to be here with you again. In 1995, I met Carlos Castaneda in a conference in Mexico City, and for the following 4 years, I attended many workshops and conferences led by him and his colleagues. I've been a member of tensegrity practitioner groups in Tucson, Arizona, New York City, Barcelona, and Mexico City. And I've been actually doing these passes for, I think, probably 30 years, which obviously dates me, but whatever. So in the last couple of years, I have felt a very, very strong desire to reconnect, find people who are still on this path, who are still on the warrior's path, who are still doing tensegrity, who are still passionate about the teachings and the wisdom and information in Carlos Castaneda's books, referring to Don Juan Matus and the lineage of ancient Toltec sorcerers and seers and warriors. And I've been looking and looking, and just this last New Year's Eve, I found what I was looking for, and it was actually much more immense than I could have imagined. So I would like to share this information with you. There exists right now a worldwide network of tensegrity practitioner groups that meet by Zoom. They have their sessions, they're connected by WhatsApp, and the meetings are in Zoom, practicing tensegrity. There are stalking groups, there's all kinds of activities going on. So each group has its members with its own energy, its own intent. Then there's the factor of all of the groups worldwide connecting their intent and their energy and their power and passion. And all of this is organized and guided by Dr. Miles Reed. You might recall who he is if it doesn't come to mind immediately. He is in the photographs in the Magical Passes book. He's one of a student of Carlos Castaneda, and he appears in the photographs showing the different movements in that book. So he is kind of like guiding this whole immense endeavor, this explosion, actually, of a new phase of all of this movement, of this path. It's alive and powerful, and the torch is flaming again, let's say. So I am going to be opening up a new group that's called English. It's for English-speaking people who live in Europe. And I'll be opening this group, activating it with a colleague named Richard Betts, who is from England, and he's also a very long-time practitioner of tensegrity and has gone to workshops. So both of us combined, we're going to be opening up this group. The intention is also to do tensegrity passes during the Zoom sessions and to offer one phrase from one of the books, any of the books, at the end of each session that will be like the homework assignment or the task in between our Zoom sessions to be applied to each individual's life, to turn it into kind of like the part where we do the tensegrity and then the other aspect that ties together each session in our daily lives with an assignment or an idea or an initiative, let's say. So our first meeting will actually be April 20th at 7:15 p.m., and that will be on Zoom. Miles will be joining us around 8 o'clock at the end of our presentation and our Zoom session in tensegrity. He'll be joining us to also share another magical pass with us and to put his energy and intention into this group. So I invite you, if you're interested, to join us. If you would like to send me an email to my email is pamela@pamelafield.com, and I can send you the WhatsApp link. I can send you the link to our video Zoom session this coming Sunday. All of the videos are also recorded. So if you cannot attend this session, or if you're interested in another session, there's another session also in the United States. If you're located there, there's a group of practitioners that have their own group there. Or you can attend our session, because we'll be doing it in the evening and it will be morning for you in the United States. So if you enter into energylifesciences.com, That's Miles' website page. And in there, there's video library. There's a link that says video library. If you go into that link, you will find a whole wonderful selection of videos where Miles is presenting the passes, where he's kind of showing new ways to apply the passes or to focus them towards practical means or practical purposes in our lives, information, even some ceremonies. There's a whole world going on in here, so I'm just trying to let you know it's out there and try and open the door for you. So there you can go to find out a lot of information. If you're interested in joining our group this Sunday or at any time in the future, send me an email and I'll be glad to provide you with the links and all the information. And also the information of our group will be listed on Miles Reed's website page as well in the future. So wanted to share this with you. I hope you're all doing really well, and I send you all best wishes. Thank you.
My name is Dr. Miles Reed. I am a direct apprentice of Carlos Castaneda. I studied personally with him for many years, and I'm in a way facilitating this project we call Joining Forces. It's an international project that follows a particular dream of Castaneda as representing the lineage of men and women shamans and seers from what today is Mexico in ancient times, a tradition from Mesoamerica, that the particular, let's say, orientation as it pertains to Castaneda himself when he was inheritor of this lineage was this idea of establishing critical mass on planet Earth, a critical mass on a new type of consensus, a consensus where the agreement was based on the capacity of sensing, reading, interpreting energy directly as it flows in the universe rather than from socialized interpretation systems. So a very functional approach. And he was always speculating what would be like the planet if mankind had this other kind of consensus. What would be the outcome for our planet? He believed in that the evolution of awareness, including the liberation of women from being in a men's-oriented society into a more about what we call an awareness through harmony relationship between men and women, where women took on back the full strength of their power. And as human beings, we had a consensus of doing things based on how energy flows, what's best, what's most functional, and in protection foremost to our planet, our only home planet Earth. So we're here joining you in the same intent of bringing forward a higher level of awareness and consciousness for our planet. And we're so excited to join in all men and women from different traditions and lineages around the planet that are converged in the Earthstock Summit. And we are also aligned in this serendipitous synchronicity way, because our event is a global event. We have 11 different groups and countries participating around the world. And we're all in this idea of, through the practice of these movements or passes of energy, magical passes, energy passes, conduits to other states of awareness that were heritage of this lineage, and were taught personally to me and a few other apprentices of his. And we have been endeavoring since he was alive, and also since then, about 30 years, to practice them, to evolve the path, and also to integrate it, because this tradition was secret for all its history. And it was also quite ritualistic in terms of ways to trap and hone our attention. And in modern times, it has opened up to something available to anybody who has an interest in freedom of perception, freedom of choice, and all the qualities, that altruistic qualities that we all abide by.